Who That TV, everybody. I am your host, Dre Allen. Hey, man, I'm hype. I'm hype about this draft. But before we get to talking about all that, let me bring in my co-host or other host, Jay Floyd. What up, Jay Floyd?
Who that, man? Nah, it was an exciting draft to watch. I felt like it could have been a draft we could have taken outright and won. I think another team might have won the draft, and we can get into that later. But I think we did what we needed to do, and we set ourselves up to have a winning season or somewhat close to it. And really, it looked like we positioned ourselves for next draft. So we can get into what the picks and how everything worked out. I can't wait to see what my brother Ken got to say, my dog.
Yes, sir, man. And let me bring him in. We got our other host today, y'all. That boy Ken, man. What up, Ken?
That music playing in the background kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. Hey, if y'all heard the beat, man, if y'all hearing the beat, shout out to Dre Love for the beat, man. That's his IG right there. Made Lovely 94. Go follow his IG, y'all, to find more beats, and then also his YouTube at Make It Lovely Live. So again, shout out to Dre Love. We're gonna be working with Dre Love a lot more. And man, I'm hyped. I'm hyped about this. I'm hyped for the show about this. So
yeah, bro. Appreciate you. You got the vibes crazy right now. I ain't lying.
That might go crazy.
What's good, Sab?
What it do, Sab?
Hey, say the background music not too loud, huh? Y'all can hear it's all clear, huh? It's our first time doing a little background stuff. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
He in that.
Yes, sir. Sound good to me. I'm in that mode, but I wouldn't know because we got the audio set up. So
for sure. But yeah, again, y'all, shout out to Dre Love, man, for this beat. He's gonna have more fire beats for us. And that's his IG and that's his YouTube. So y'all be sure to go subscribe to his YouTube and follow his IG, man, to find more beats, more fire beats. So again, shout out to Dre Love. All love, bro. Appreciate you. Man, before we get into this pod though, y'all, of course, y'all know we gotta give our sponsors a special shout out. So first sponsors first is Bunnies. Bunnies.com. If you haven't yet, go get you one, man. Very, very fire product. They got them in kid sizes too. As you can see, they got them in all colors: red, black, orange, whatever you like. Tap into that website. You can check out the cause. Money's going into a good cause, and also a little backstory on Bun and how his family want to get this started. So again, if y'all haven't yet, strap up. I know we're about to roll into summertime, but strap up with your beanies so you can get ready for wintertime, so you can have your head warm. But shout out to Bunnies for sponsoring us, man. Also, I want to give a special shout out to my boy London. He working hard. Our boy London, drip _or _drown _MKE. Go follow that IG, y'all. Go follow London for fire drip on your feet. You know what I'm saying? You got all type of drip that you can put on your feet, and the
craziest.
Yeah, it's
everything
fire,
you imagining. That for real.
Graduation kicks in the mail. You know what I'm saying?
Graduation kicks. Ooh. What kind of kicks you got over there, Ken?
Look. You know what I'm saying? It's not flight, man. I made a request. My man is going crazy for your boy right now.
Yeah.
I gotta get the college grad fit popping, but can't do it without no drip or drown. MKEs.
Yes, sir. Shout out to London and appreciate you, London, for sponsoring Who That TV, man. So y'all go follow him if y'all haven't. Again, that's his IG, drip _or _drown _MKE.
Get your feet right for the night for the right price.
Yes, sir.
Get your feet right for the right price.
Get your feet right for the right price. Yes,
and
sir.
Then also we have my boy Jay Floyd, our host's brand, Commodity Brand. Y'all go tap in with my boy for all the fire product. It got shoes. It got what shirts, hats, everything, man. Look, hoodies. I got this hoodie on right now. Y'all go follow Commodity Brand, man.
Yeah. We doing a little something. We doing a little something. Trying to honestly, it's something like for every individual, every demographic, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? We love it all. We love you all. So I would appreciate if y'all just go check out the Instagram, and it'll lead you to the website and everything you will need after that. I got the Ray J challenge on my subtitle name right here. Because look, I'm going from the commodity hat to Bunnies. I'm probably gonna throw this on at some point when we talk about the draft. But nah, that's a great way to support. Would just be to follow the Instagram at Commodity Brand with the A. You know, turning commodities into commas. That's really the whole idea behind it. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm repping. I appreciate you repping too, my brother.
For sure. And then also, if y'all haven't yet, go tap into our link tree, y'all. Y'all can find all our Facebooks, all our YouTube, all our Twitters. What else we got? All our, our sponsors on there too. So if y'all want to go check out our link tree, follow anything, you can check out our live broadcast on anything on there. So
yes, sir.
Go check it out. Appreciate y'all for that. But yeah, man. Hey, let's not waste no time, man. We just had the draft float by. A lot of big pickups in the draft.
It was entertaining. I found myself like sitting down, eager to watch the 5th round. I'm like, oh, it's a different kind of draft.
It really was, because I caught myself watching the 3rd round. I usually watch like the 1st and 2nd, and then just I found out.
Yeah, because all the goons been scooped up, but nah, it was still some goons left.
Oh yeah, for sure. And man, let's hop straight into it, man. We had our 1st round picks. And y'all know who all went first pick overall. Boy, Bryce Young out of Bama went to our conference, man. Not only our conference, our division.
Let's talk about it.
Like the Panthers. So let's talk about it, man. How y'all feel about Bryce Young getting signed to the Panthers?
Feel bad that we're gonna have to do that to him.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it. If you really want to be G about it.
That's roll tide. It's over with.
What I will say, it's a pick that we knew they were going for their like franchise quarterback, their franchise player, to be honest, the guy they're going to build this team around for the future. And it's a step in the right direction, but it's not an end all be all. It's not a one all fix. So there'll be, it'll be baby steps again this season coming up. But the seasons after that are what I'm a little bit more concerned about, because they're definitely building something in Carolina.
I agree with you, Floyd. I agree with you. I feel like they're gonna take baby steps because he gotta learn the system. He gotta learn the NFL. You know what I mean? He gotta learn the NFL as a whole. Not only that, they got a lot of good pickups though, man. They added Adam Thielen. They added Miles Sanders from the Eagles. Man, there's more. They got more. They added a lot of pickups this offseason. So the Panthers are looking to make noise, especially moving to get that 1st round pick. They are looking to make noise. And man, the only thing I worry about with Bryce Young, because I know the Saints struggle with a running quarterback. That's the only thing I worry about Bryce Young and the Panthers with, running quarterback. Other than that, all the
time. Yeah, that's really the issue, is that they're building a team that can run the ball on anybody. So when we've had trouble stopping the run historically, in this last little era, it's tough.
Sad said he don't think he will start or get too much playing time his first year. Sad, who you think gonna start, man? Because I don't know. They sacrificed that 1st round, that 1st round pick for a quarterback. I don't know, man. He might start. I think he gonna start if he went out the battle.
Who you talking about?
He battling again. Bryce Young.
Oh yeah, that's a no-brainer, bro.
Yeah, because I don't know who he's competing with over there, honestly.
They got some guys. Matt Corral. They might have brought Darnold back.
Yeah, I'm about to say they still got Darnold, but they about to rock with Bryce, bro.
Number 1 overall. Yeah, you got to give him the keys. It's his team.
He's gonna start the show unless he get ugly.
Yeah, I feel like he'll start. The Panthers, I went and looked at their IG. I normally don't ever do that, but I looked at their IG to see like all the hype and stuff, around and they got Bryce Young picture as their profile picture, man. So they hype about Bryce.
Yes, they can be, bro. They better not come out here talking about them. Oh, they're gonna battle for it in preseason. No, that is just starter QB.
They know what it is.
See, I talked to Sad back in the comments. He said he don't like running. His arm is a strong part of his game.
Yeah, pocket passer all day.
Yeah, he's not your typical. Yeah, he not like blazing speed, but he can obviously get out the jam. He's shifty in that pocket, as we've seen. He can buy some time.
Yeah, think Tua-ish.
Well, he been had that arm though. That's obviously not in question.
Yeah, and they drafted well, and this is a young team to begin with. So a lot of those guys they're figuring themselves out, along with it. So it'll be a team that if you performed last year, you'll get your opportunities. But if not, they kind of were cleaning house. If I'm not mistaken, that's like a whole new coaching staff. And
I was going to say, that's going to be the biggest adjustment. You're leaving. I mean, in reality, if we're being real, like Nick Saban probably better than a good amount of like NFL coaches, right? So like you're leaving a Hall of Fame system and you're going into a system that's rebuilding. So that could be a struggle, right? Like you don't got that goat whispering in your ear. You're kind of going off of a whole new like coaching system, whole new methods, theories, like schemes, all that fun stuff. So,
new language.
You hear me?
Everything you learned in training camp.
But that whole team is going to be new. Like they have made some good moves. Don't get me wrong. The nice thing is he is coming into the league with a nice route running possession receiver in Adam Thielen. Like that's a good veteran to kind of have that you could trust, especially if you got the arm, the accuracy. So like I see that little duo actually being decent. And on top of that, I know they got rid of DJ Moore, but you got I don't know let's say Terrace Marshall gonna play a bigger role this season. I can't think who else they picked up this offseason. I just know of those two off the top of my head. So we'll see what he can do with what they gave him.
Yeah, they'll try to figure it out. And really, it's like they know Bryce Young will be there for the next 4 to 5 years if they want to choose that 5th year extension. So it's really the coach who's like, you might be here next year, you might not. It's really him who has to figure it out, or not let the door hit him on the way out. So they'll get a few cracks at it with Bryce Young as the starter before they start going other directions at quarterback.
Hey,
so
we'll see. We talking about these draft picks that are our division making that. The more I thought about it, I'm actually glad the Falcons took Bijan Robinson.
Are you?
That's the other one that hurt.
Because you do some
that hurt me, G.
Like they are coming off of a really good running game season with what they had.
That's why
they didn't draft a need. They drafted a good player.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but they didn't draft a need. So it's not like they improved around them from what they drafted. That's really why people are questioning that pick.
Yeah, I was one of them. I'm like, y'all got Cordell and what's Buddy who was running all
Tyler Algier. I think he went for 1,000.
They did. Yes, they did. They were like top. They were a top ranked team in the running game. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I think Bijan like that. Like that, he definitely showed me. So it is like, are you coming off a really good running system? Now you've upgraded your running back. Plus, you still got those running backs. So that run game. The run game in NFC South might be kind of nasty this season, to be honest with you. Even the Panthers had developed a run game. Like, there was a point they was Foreman and them was going crazy. So it might be some boring play in the NFC South, but there's some hard knock football going on, man. So that's a bittersweet. But at the same time, I can look at it like, all right, how big of a difference can Bijan make, right? Especially going his rookie season.
Yeah,
that they already didn't have, right? Mm-hmm. For you to draft a running back that high or in the first round, and you already had 1,000 yards, so that man better come in and basically almost double what the work he did, because to make it really worthwhile, really, like it don't mean nothing if Bijan come in, he also rushes for 1,100 yards.
Yeah,
like, okay, good job.
But you already had that
with this dude that we didn't pay that much to do. So,
what one pick I'm really sick about though is the Bucks pick, since we're talking about our division, and that is Elijah Cansey, bro. The Bucks knew we were shooting for Elijah Cansey, bro, and they jumped up and grabbed him right before us, bro. I was so sick about that, bro. I was like, that is petty, bro. Y'all didn't even want him. Like, y'all didn't even want
what they
him,
were doing.
Bro. I didn't see no kind of updates on the Bucks wanting Kalijah, because they probably visit with him, of course, but them boys didn't want him, man. Like, but it is what it is, because we got Breeze. Brian Breeze.
Yeah. I think we did all right.
Yeah. But
and, considering who was on the board, but that did hurt us a little bit because we definitely would have rather Kalijah Yancey. I feel like he fits a lot more in our scheme than he does in the Tampa Bay. What they're trying to do with their basically, which is keep their linebackers clean and allow them to run free. It's not necessarily how we play. It's more, it highlights the D-line a little bit, allows them to make plays. So I hope that Brisset, I think, or however you say it.
Brisset. That's how you say it.
Yeah. Drew Brees' long lost French cousin can come in and really shine in that system. And like we kind of spoke about in the
long lost French cousin.
Brisset, whatever it is. That's Breeze, however you want to say it. You're just not from the Midwest. But I'm being funny. But we spoke about it in the group chat a little bit, how that added a lot of depth to our D-line to where they can go 7 deep, 8 deep throughout every single game. Keep guys like Cam Jordan fresh so that they can go hunt at the end of games instead of be burnt out by the middle of the third quarter and stuff like that. And this is still a Pro Bowl, All-Pro DN, but you're asking a lot of snaps out of a guy who's going into his 14th maybe season. Mm-hmm. So we're asking a lot, whereas now we get some youth, get some young guys with some juice in their legs, let them go make plays, and the older vets can build off of that, which we saw work really well for the Philadelphia Eagles, who I think we're kind of trying to replicate with that. Have 9 guys who are D-line ready, and let them go hunt.
And we had like those. Our D-line was a need going into this draft, and I mean Saints showed that they were looking for defense, man. And I'm not mad at this pick. Like, kind of looking at it, Clemson solid program, obviously, but I do like. It's weird because he's not like that big beefy defensive tackle, right? He's kind of shifty. He's actually really strong. Got a lot of strength, got some finesse, good with his hands. But he would be getting off the blocks, man, and made some solid plays. So that's nice. That'd be a nice compliment. If anything, we've shown that we've produced good defensive linemen, especially out of the draft. I think the one defensive lineman that we all kind of probably get mad talking about is Mr. Davenport. But other than that, hey, we can use this, man, especially some youth. And then you got him going lined up next to Big Cam Jordan. Like but look at my man getting off the board.
That's what he does.
Tackle. He's not your to have someone that strong in that, and he looks like
body strength. He can disengage real well.
He's lined up outside. He's lined up inside. So he's got some flexibility on that D line. So that's pretty nice. Right here, he's lined up where Cam Jordan typically is, and he's got some finesse. And Carolina would play some decent ball to see, like
he blows stuff up, man. You look at, I like how he blows it up. Look at that, just blows it up.
3 tech,
And this is against. And it's nice to always see when they're doing it against like offensive linemen that are getting drafted, bro. Like
going across the face. I'm sorry, I'm geeking out.
And I don't.
We needed this. Like we needed D-line, man. We lost Big O. We lost Marcus Davenport. It's like we needed assistance on that D-line. And then, I mean, especially even when we had Big O and Davenport, let's be honest, they wasn't even really doing nothing last season compared to what they've been doing.
Could never disengage. If they got blocked, that was it. It's the play is over for that gap or that whatever their responsibility was. Whereas this is a guy with a lot of upper body strength, 6'6", so you see those long, strong arms. His length and strength is the name of the game, which is Cam Jordan's bread and butter. And we kind of can like dual, replicate that on both sides.
Strength. Just completely stop that running back.
You know who he reminds me of? Trey Hendrickson, bro.
Speak it. I was thinking the same thing 2 nights ago.
It's like they size kind of the same. They blow stuff up the same. I like, man. He got the energy. I like that. Look, he come off. I like the energy, man. That's what he gonna bring that to the Saints, man. He is D-line, man.
You don't entertain Brian. He about to come here with some Eagles stuff.
And this isn't so. He was probably D tackle 2 or 3 on most people's boards. So it's not like we got the best available to best guy, but this is a consensus All-American. If he wasn't this year, I'm pretty sure in 2021. Excuse me. Actually, I know he wasn't this year because of the injury, and he missed a few games for personal reasons. But I'm pretty sure in 2021 football season, he was a consensus All-American, which also our second-round pick was from Notre Dame. But so it's a guy who is a high-level player pretty much his whole life. So if he can be half of what he was, it's a long time ago, but in high school, if he can duplicate what he did, look,
man, he's a number one. He was a
football player.
Man, he was a 5-star, like top.
Then this is a good pick.
High school scout. That was crazy. Like he had high expectations. Basically, almost his whole career. So
doesn't have to be a 12-year all pro. If this guy can, duplicate what he did in the orange jersey, great pick.
100%. Not come here and tell you be Aaron Donald, man. We just want you to do your job, make those plays when they come your way. Clog it up, that'd be a difference maker. And he's showing no signs. I know, it is so hard. Draft day, one of the hardest things, right? You got it's like kid in a candy store because you got all these players, all these good players that's out there, right?
It's potential.
You just want them, right? But you got to be realistic because you got needs to feel it's like you got to look at it from a different standpoint. I can only imagine being in no draft room and I'm like, it's my pick. And then I go look and be like, hey, it's so-and-so still on the board. But what do we need him? But he's so good, right? So I know, looking at some of these players that went to other teams, I kept saying, dang, man, I wanted him. But in reality, you got to get what we needed. D-line is what we needed. I remember we picked Brees. I actually was like, man, I was hoping we got one of those Bulldogs, Nolan Smith, and I won't knock that Brees was a good pick, but Nolan Smith didn't fit our system. It seemed like and
something we could have looked at 29. Yeah,
man, I'm looking at the players but I always look at players that go after us, right? You seeing who. And in years, we can come back and we can look at this again. Because you're always hey, if we had to redo the draft, who would you pick? I really hope that Nolan Smith one don't bite us in the butt. That would have been a nice outside linebacker to go our way. But obviously, I trust the Saints drafted. We're not perfect, but in the last decade, our draft picks have been highly beneficial for us. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You could. I can only say that there's a few that probably just has not worked out our way
here and there.
But 100% has been benefit. Our scouting and our drafting has been A1, bro.
Yeah, more good picks than bad picks for sure.
Oh yeah.
In the last, even after Sean Payton retired, I definitely want to get into. We ain't talking about it right now, but I want to talk about how he drafted his first draft for the Denver Broncos. But
so they barely had picks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What did they have their first pick? They didn't pick until
third.
Oh, they did have they did have
trading out them picks.
Their first pick was a receiver. Second round, Marvin Sims.
Second, Mims, yeah.
Mims, my bad.
6 foot kid. Oh, they got the linebacker I wanted. That's what I was talking about, Drew Sanders.
From Arkansas. Hey, my boy.
Yeah, that boy.
If Sean was still running things in New Orleans, he would probably be a Saint.
When did you grab Drew?
We really don't think
third?
about it though. We talking about Nolan Smith and linebacker. We really set there, man. Pete Werner and Demario Davis. I know Demario. He ain't got too many more years under his belt, but we could probably grab a linebacker or something later on in the draft, or later on in the years,
or sign an undrafted guy. Find a gem. Look, Bond Jolson right now talk about if we look at it for real, we didn't draft it. Nah, I don't want to hear that.
I'm not going to lie, man. Guys, I don't know what the topic is, but if you kind of just teams actually made some good picks, bro. Beneficial picks to their team, bro. I just going through and I'm seeing some of these names, and it's hey, I can't knock it. I'll tell you one thing, the two teams that kind of, to me personally, that ate in that first round, the Texans, I thought they made some good picks.
That was crazy too.
No cap, the Bears low key kind of went crazy too.
Yep.
Yeah.
They turned some stuff into something, man. I would give them that. But the Texans, for what they didn't
the
have.
Texans set the tone for the whole draft, bro. And I said that. I said the number 2 pick in the draft is going to change the whole draft up.
Yeah.
Like we all kind of figured, Bryce Young was going to go to the Panthers, all the talk he was getting. But yeah, man, Houston jumping up to get that 2 and 3, man. That's crazy. And then they got Will Anderson too. Sheesh.
I ain't mad at it because it's in the AFC, so they can do that all over there.
Yeah,
do all they want.
Their defensive box has been pretty weak, so that was a great pick, to a game changer, and obviously a franchise QB since them basically tossing Watson out the window. So
Anthony Richardson was a dang good pick by the Colts. That was a dang good pick.
So man, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to. He kind of like, I said it, bro. He teleported into that top 5. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's just crazy how
nasty.
It's crazy how he shifted the whole draft board, but with his off-season work, like he kind of planted a seed, man. And it's really all like advertising. Like people love those non-shoulder pad training videos, you throwing on the run, crossbody. But
doing flips and
but
stuff.
The league is shifting, man. QBs are just athletic as hell, man. You're good on your legs as well as having a strong arm. Like that's just the style of the game now, man. You got defensive ends running as fast as running backs and receivers. So it's like those pocket QBs are basically out the window. Like if you look at all these QBs that got taken early on, they're all fairly mobile. Even though Bryce Young doesn't scramble, he is still mobile. He gets
He got
CJ Stroud. He's not a fast guy, but he is like they all have some type of mobility, and that's a true pocket passer. So
I really want to see what Stroud gonna do for Houston.
The Anthony Richardson that's my biggest one. I got to see how that's gonna work out because he goes to a team with a really good offensive line, a really good run game. So like that play action with someone like that could be really lethal. Now, can he sling that ball successfully? That's the question, right? Like he's got a strong arm, but can he use it the right way? It's a lot of ways that pick could go because the Colts they've had a new QB like a different one the last like 4 years, right? Like 5, maybe longer. Yep. So is it
they haven't had a settled QB in their room.
But the thing is, they retired. Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers, like back-to-back years, they went and grabbed vets that they were like, oh, these guys don't give us over the hump, and they didn't. Carson Wentz, it was like Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, Phillip Rivers. I think in that order too. Like, so they trying. They go get a vet, thinking like, all right, this guy gonna get us over the top, and it does not work that way.
Another big pick was that 5th pick too, Devin Witherspoon to the
That's
Seahawks.
An interesting pick, if you
bro. Hey, that number dude 5, can hit.
I know,
but he can hit. Oh my goodness!
And I know the Seahawks love they defense, man. They love their DBs. And I know people question because, in my opinion, I didn't think that he was the best corner in the draft. So I was
Gonzalez.
But hey, he definitely fits that MO of the Seahawks. They want hard-hitting DBs. People ain't afraid to tackle, make plays. And, Illinois had a really good defensive season. And was one of the reasons why. So that could turn out to be a really good pick for that system.
Yeah, and he fits their scheme a lot. Well, I wouldn't say better than Gonzalez because Gonzalez, in my opinion, and I think yours is a better corner. But Witherspoon thrives in that zone kind of scheme. He thrives in 2, where you walked up to the line of scrimmage, and he thrives in press cover 3, which they love, and in that Legion of Boom, which they're trying to recreate, like LOB2. So they got their corners, a few DBs last year that panned out. Tyreek Woolen, who was a little bit later. Ken, you called it on that one. And from there, I think they're just trying to add on to that and kind of recreate how they went on their championship run with Russell Wilson and Richard Sherman and those guys, Earl Thomas. I think they got one with this. They went a little early with it, in my opinion, because I don't know if anyone would have taken them.
If you know, they've had confidence he fits their system. They made that move, and they got a young team, like defensive, like especially on defense. They got a young team, and obviously that it was working out for them. They just a few players away from being. I mean, they were still in that hunt, right? And they're a few players away from kind of getting back to the top of the NFC in terms of teams. So we'll see what kind of difference maker he is.
So who y'all think won first round picks in the draft?
They got Nolan Smith at 31.
But I don't think you really ever see teams really do it like this. Like they
got Jalen Carter. Yeah, they just had the Super Bowl.
They went out there way impaired Georgia players. Like it's like they just said, keep the chemistry alive. Let's go. And I mean, good for them. Like whatever it is, they put all their chips in the defense. They want to grab all defense, and defense kind of was the reason that they didn't succeed. If you ask me, the offense played lights out towards the end. Like the Eagles started off talking about how they had the top defense, and they did.
Ken, what was the reason they didn't succeed? I didn't catch that part.
The defense.
Oh. I just had to be petty to make.
Don't get them started. All right, look, JB gonna come out the woodwork.
Man, they can come out. It's the truth. They was getting rotisserie, boy. They was getting put in a blender. Barbecue chicken, boy. Cooked bird.
Oh, not the barbecue.
My future replacement.
Barbecue.
Man, that's fine. If you ask me, man, you can get all the defense in the world, bro. Like defense can only do so much, but that's it.
I know only 11 players can be on the field at a time.
Yeah, like it is what it is. But that is awesome for them to do that. They keep the chemistry alive. They keep the energy going.
Yeah.
It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, they building something, and it's a winning recipe. It seems like. I mean, that's a back-to-back national champion, and you got captains from a team like that, bringing them to a team where they are familiar with some of the players who were just intricate in bringing you to the Super Bowl because they were rookies coming from Georgia themselves. It's pretty genius, and they didn't reach to get these guys. Jalen Carter is someone who in other drafts would have been the number 1 overall draft pick. They got him at 9. Nolan Smith in other drafts is someone who would have been coveted, like a Khalil Mack, a guy who can play inside or outside, and probably even DN. He definitely DN, but you can move him. They got him at 31. That's a win. So they A+ for the first round for them, and I think they overall won the draft with some of their later round picks, but they won the first round.
They won the draft last year too, making that move with AJ Brown, and I feel like
it's like soap in my mouth saying that. I hate saying it.
Hey, they did all that and still got beat by us. But,
there you go.
I'm off that. Look, but we talked about our first round pick in Brian Brise, right? Brise, I gotta say his name right. Gotta get it right, Brise. And then also we picked up in the second round with the 40th pick Isaiah Foskey from Notre Dame.
Hey, that's a good
huge
pick. I mean,
that was huge.
Hey, sack leader, like program sack leader, right?
Yeah, all time on the Notre Dame list. That's saying something.
And he's unique because he was.
They got Hall of Famers.
From my knowledge, he used to be a tight end. He was converted into a outside linebacker.
I can see that. He got that basketball
outside edge rusher. But he got a good build. He's strong. Yeah. One of the guys put it on the point though. If you look, you kind of sitting here. He obviously just got to continue to work on his finesse moves. He's kind of powerful and quick. So that's obviously something that he's got going.
Well, who better to learn from than CJ94? He's built in that mold, same kind of build, same frame, and skill set. So it's gonna be beautiful. We did some things in those first 2 picks.
I like this pickup a lot, man. And then you mentioned in the group message, Floyd, you said that might put 2 years on Cam Jordan's career. You know what I mean? So it's like I like that, man. I like that. I didn't expect us to go, edge, but hey, I take it. I mean, Cam Jordan's not getting no younger. Let's be honest. So, hey, learn under Cam. Hey, he could be our future, man. I love it.
Man, but we've done such a, like I said, I sound like a broken record, but we've done such a good job and producing defensive linemen like on a system basis, like not even having to be elite, but just playing well. Like we got Trey Hendrickson in the bag. If you wanted, like he went off and he's getting paid big bread because I mean he came in, he developed, and he went crazy. It was, he still got snubbed of a Pro Bowl, but he was like sack leader, a tie for sack leader, or one of that, and like had a great season. So I got confidence in players like such as my guy here that's gonna come in and be a difference maker, especially with all the offseason moves going on. Some young legs in here.
No doubt. He gonna see the field. This ain't a special teams guy. Like some second round picks can be in their first year.
And this is what he got going.
About the blocking punt.
Look.
He got 2 block punts on the season.
Oh, well, then I guess he is gonna be a special teams guy because
Hey, look, this is the other one right here.
Look, come here. Let me get that. I like it. Good pick.
Let me find out he gonna be that nation. He gonna be put everywhere. Tight end, D line, special teams.
Yeah.
Nah, let me quit playing. Hey, but
look, watch him make up ground. Come here.
Wow.
He crunch.
I love it.
That's some good. Bro, look at him. He's athletic. He's athletic. It's been a while. Like actually, it's been a while, but we don't usually get like athletic edge rushers like that one. Like even Cam Jordan he's an odd style DN, right? He's
a little more stiff.
You're true athletic. Like he's more big body. He almost got like that frame to be inside the but he comes from the outside. He's not your fastest. He just he's shifty for a big dude. He's strong. But this guy is athletic. He's quick. He's smooth off the edge. Got the finesse. We need that big time because how was we getting killed? When they were getting outside, boy. When we played the Ravens, I know it's hard to stop him, but we just didn't have that personnel to contain players like that.
Couldn't set the edge.
We need people like Mike. We need people like this, man. You gotta get mobile. Get mobile.
I like when he got drafted and he was like turned up. I like that, man. I don't know if y'all seen that, but he was turned up when he got drafted, bro. I said, man, he gonna bring some energy too.
He said like 2 weeks ago he wanted to go to the Saints. This is one of the teams he had the best visits with. And was hoping that he could go to New Orleans.
So we show our love. Edge rushers got that. Edge rushers will love.
He just got to change up how he say New Orleans, huh?
New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans Saints.
I said, hold up, man. Somebody get this man a cup of gumbo.
Hurry up, get this next. This low key my favorite pick in the draft, bro. I ain't gonna hold you up, bro. Y'all don't even know.
Oh yeah, I already know.
This next one.
The next one. Oh
next one, Slick, one of my favorite. It is out of all these picks, my favorite one, bro.
And I like the comment he made. You know, a lot of people don't like the comment he made, but I like that comment he made. Said that he coming for that #1 spot. He got all respect for AK, but he coming for that #1 spot, and I love
That's how you gotta work it.
I love it, especially from a running back.
People gotta understand, man. That running back roles be getting. You can be that guy for a couple seasons, and just like that, like, hey man, AK can be him, and just like that can not This is how the system's been working these days for running back. Man, obviously TCU had an awesome season. I watched some TCU game. I watched this kid, man, 6.2 yards a carry, boy. He is toting that thing, had over 1,000 yards.
Is that his career?
It was last season.
Oh, because his career is something stupid too. As a freshman, he had like 7.5.
Yeah, I just went off of how he ended. I went off his. I seen this season.
Yeah, his
like 16 tutties, 6.2 a carry, bro. Like, come on, man, that's nasty.
1,300.
This is. I know they're doing this because obviously he goes to the Saints. He's on the Saints, but the comparison to AK isn't wild. If you see it, bro, he do got some crazy balance. Like this man, like he's getting hit and he's like staying on his feet and he's unfazed. Like he's not quick, but he's not slow. He's explosive. He makes that one cut. He is not wasting no time. Like this is one right here.
Get off me.
Look at that balance, man. That's such an AK like play. And AK potentially missing however many games.
And he got the dreads.
Hey, he's gonna have his chance. It's kind of working in his favor. He's gonna have his chance to earn that spot. Jamal Williams will not get the carries that he think he's gonna get. Jamal's kind of like our relief pitcher, man. He's coming in.
look at that.
Within the 10-yard line. Yeah, he's gonna be our within the 10-yard line back.
So it's nice to see we got a back like this to put work in this first half of the season.
Absolutely, he's gonna keep legs fresh. None of our backs are gonna get overworked. Any of those guys in that running back room.
That boy run down.
That's important.
He gives me Aaron Jones vibes too. Just how he's moving with the ball. I was gonna say I didn't see too many like receiving plays from him. I know it's that's what I was gonna speak on next. Is some of the question marks on him is his receiving game, but I do feel like he's an every down back. And just a lot of the question marks are, can he be someone who's like on the field on obvious passing downs, or will he just be a first and second down running back? I mean, we got to trust AK as our
speed.
Back. But I think in the meantime, he will be ours. Like he seems to have those skill sets, but obviously we'll see going into the season how they use these running backs with Jamal, with Keandre, is Mark Ingram still on our roster? Is he still there?
No.
No,
Mark Ingram is not. He's not a Saint this year.
All right. Thank you for your service, man.
Peace and blessings and love.
Yeah. No, I'm loving this pick, bro. I've been watching the film, bro. Third round running backs give me good vibes history wise, man. Because this is where we got my man's AK. We picked him up. And
absolutely.
If he is what we're seeing here, if that production he's putting to have, and when AK get back to have a 1-2 punch, and we back at it, 1-2-3 punch, man. Like you got to deal with AK, then you got to deal with Keandre, then you got to come and deal with the cleanup crew and Jamal.
No doubt.
It could be nice, and I hope that we use it the right way.
No doubt. And let's not forget, this O-line is built to go that way. It's a downhill, mauling, get lower than you, low man wins type O-line. We got Andrus Peat coming back on a low contract deal, which is wonderful. We also, our next pick, I believe, was some depth at that O-line position. A guy who can play outside, who can play interior. So we did some things, bro.
Thanks. My bad. I still had the thing up.
Hey, I'm about to say, who just hopping on my stream?
that fourth round pick, 103. That Nick, I can't say his last name.
Saldivari or Salvadari.
Hard to say, but from Chicago. So that was a good pick adding depth to that O-line.
Saldivari.
That's what he is. He's not going to come in and touch the field. He is is just like that player that you hope that's going to develop. Some of the feedback I seen on him was like he's not elite anywhere. He's just kind of like average. Mm-hmm. So in case of, obviously we had some injuries of our own, he's just one of those guys that's going to come in and be able to kind of hold the fort down, and he may not be ready for that long-term thing. So hopefully we don't have that issue this season. But if we do, then not a bad option, but we got to see him develop and try to grow in different areas. They say he's a decent pass blocker. I'm not about to sit and act like I'll sit here and watch old.
Yeah, I have.
He did well in the Senior Bowl, and that's primarily where I believe we did our scouting, because we had we had representatives at the game, we had representatives at every practice on both sides, and it shows because we took Jake Haener and we also took Nick Saldivari, who both signed in the Senior Bowl showcase. So what I think we were impressed with is that he was decent as a right tackle on his film, but it's Old Dominion. You're not seeing guys like Nolan Smith coming off the edge, you know what I mean, in Old Dominion. So that's where the question mark will be. But in the Senior Bowl practices, he did some snaps in the guard position and played well. He also did some snaps at the center position and played well. So this is a guy who can maybe fill a void if, knock on wood, we happen to see any injury on that O-line like we did last year with Trevor Penning. But Penning and Andrus Peat and the guys that we're used to seeing, those are going to be the guys that are up front. But I like that we did this as a depth bulk kind of security blanket, like an insurance policy,
just in case
something goes on.
Just in case,
because he can be a backup center and a backup guard and a backup tackle per se.
So how y'all feel about that next pick in the 4th round though, with the 127th pick?
I like it.
Fresno State.
I ain't mad at it.
Fresno State, Jake Haener.
Yeah.
Did you say his name? Yeah. They graded that an A- for us, y'all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bro, he lit the Senior Bowl up, but it's a quarterback friendly system that he played in Fresno State, so he's gonna play well. And like, I don't know if he's not a guy who's gonna take a snap, prayerfully, this season. So he's a third string quarterback, but I'll take a third string quarterback.
Hey, don't say that, because we didn't went down to that
real quick.
I know
we done scrolled down to the 3rd string, 4th string
plenty of times before, right?
And I think that we are not playing no games where we got to make sure we have somebody that can come in case it don't, something happened to Carr, something happened to Winston.
And
James.
And Taysom.
Got someone, he like 4th. Let's put him
Yeah.
But if he's slinging that ball like that, got some potential. It's like we seen what the 49ers kind of did with someone like I can't think of my man's name.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, Purdy. Just like a spark plug. You can come in here and make plays, not afraid to do it. Got accuracy. Like he's showing his arm, so that's nice. I think that's why he gave us that A. Like, obviously we don't have intentions on him starting, but the A is this guy can be a nice emergency QB, someone that can come in and maybe finish a game if someone is like banged up or whatever.
Yeah. Think Chase Daniel, you know what I mean?
And that is the great one, because Chase he is Mr. Reliable.
And he's a thrower.
Hey,
like a lot of backup quarterbacks are like, of the Tyler Huntley, mold, which they can get the job done and get you a win, but they're not necessarily throwers. This guy, if he does end up, knock on wood, having to take snaps, is someone who can get us a win and do it with his arm, because he can throw the ball.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as he don't come in there playing like Ian Book, like we thought Ian Book was gonna go in there.
No, Ian Book never had it. That's the difference. Ian Book didn't. At least I can say, buddy, Mr. Jake here from State Farm could toss that thing.
Yeah, Jake from State Farm.
Ian Book is a QB from Notre Dame. It's clearly a no-go.
Yeah.
Talk on it. Speak on it. You ain't lying.
Foskey lucky that I like him, because I just don't like Notre Dame. I don't like Notre Dame players. I don't like Notre Dame. I try not to even know where Notre Dame is at, because that's how I like Notre Dame.
Nah, I rock out with the Golden. Hey, I like Notre Dame.
Their helmet's cool.
Yeah.
That's about it. Once the game start, boo-boo.
How y'all feel about the 5th round pick, Jordan Howden, DB out of Minnesota? They graded us a B- for that. I really ain't checked in on him, to be honest, so I gotta go check in on him. But
how about that? He's the only one I did not do my research on, because I was ready to talk about that next one. I ain't gonna cap.
So I've watched a little bit of him.
To the DB room.
And he's in that Smoke Monday, close to the line of scrimmage kind of mold. So he's a guy who played well in cover or in zone coverage. Not a guy we would want to see on the field in man, which has kind of been our bread and butter. So it seems like this is like a security blanket to me. We've had a little bit of issues at safety, not really with play once Tyrann Mathieu kind of got it going, but more so with injury and availability. Marcus May, I think, went down, Smoke Monday, and those guys. So I think this is just another security blanket insurance policy draft pick, where we're going to try to develop him, and hopefully he's a surprise like Alontae Taylor was, but we're not expecting too much coming out of the 5th round pick. But he's a player, he's a good DB. Just really, he's somebody who can do everything, even run coverage, all that stuff close to the line of scrimmage. So think everything except man coverage right now, at least, or what he's shown on film. So if he can bring that up, then he'll be on the field and we'll see a lot of them.
He just gotta go get some reps with Lattimore, man. He's gonna be all right. Get some reps with Lattimore and Alontae Taylor. You be all right.
Those guys know what it takes for sure.
Yeah. And then our 6th pick in the draft was a wide out A.T. Perry out of Wake Forest.
Nice pick right there.
Stole him.
Nice pick. Nothing. He nothing. Wide receivers these days are well developed. You don't need them. Obviously, you got your standouts, but then there are receivers that are gonna come out of nowhere and beat those guys that people are like, man, where did this guy come from, right? Receivers like him, a 4.4 40, good size, good route running, and he's coming from a pass-heavy system last year. I can tell you what, my man Sam Hartman. Love me some Sam Hartman, man, but he got game. So he obviously has a nice connection with him. But it's nice to see him making plays over the top, getting by defenders, looking for falling
under.
Big physical guy. He seemed like a really big yak type of receiver. Just seemed like a guy that, and not like a true possession. He's like in between. Like he obviously is fast enough, decent. And they didn't show enough of his route running. I do want to see more of that. How good he is there, but my man's definitely know how to track that ball down.
Yeah, ball skills. That's really where he shined. Fade route.
Yeah.
Getting up under the ball with that has a little bit of air under it. So that's good because
coming back to the ball needs. Coming back to the ball, making play. Yes.
Those are when Derek Carr has had receivers like that at his arsenal, 1 or 2 or 3. That's when he's really shined. So that's what it seems like he needs to be what we need him to be.
Yeah.
Again,
which I think he will.
Again, the depth makes me comfortable because now you go down who we have in our receiver room right now. If he's healthy, you got Mike T, you got Olave, we got Rashid Habib. We got who we got following that?
Tre'Quan Smith
is still there.
He and A.T. Perry will probably battle it out for that.
That's just nice, and I like someone like A.T. Perry because with how we dealt with injuries, if we have another season like that, having someone come in and not just have someone that has some type of speed that has potential to make plays, it is comfortable because we've been where we have receivers who are like, man, we cannot blow the top off of a defense, bro, because oh my goodness, we were like one of the slowest offenses in the league. So it's like we had to work up the field. We couldn't we didn't have receivers that were really going up and get it, right? Like we saw like well developed. We relied on great plays. And it's nice that now we're starting to get players that can make plays, get behind the defense as well as make those catches. So I'm a little geeky with the running back. Like our offense is.
I mean, you're right though, Ken. We filled holes everywhere, and that's what I like about this draft. We filled holes in the O line, we filled holes in the D line for sure. Receiver got depth for receiver now, and then we even went and got depth for DB. So man, I mean, what can you miss? All around the board, we filled spots in.
We got what we needed. Yeah, QBs like it was like you obviously needed more backup QBs in case of who you never know. Like it is nice to see that. And that's why I said I've never not trusted the Saints pick. You may question some picks that were made. Like even last year, I still our first pick that we made, what was it? Was it like Peyton
Turner?
Yeah. I still question that one. Don't get me wrong. I gotta see something.
No, I'm still questioning that one for sure.
That was tough.
PT Cruz.
I did like our O-line pick though. I did like that one because my man's got spunk. I still don't know if he's gonna be able to touch the field this year because our O-line is just we kind of had it. Like he was hurt all year. What's our big buddy name that we drafted? I can't.
Trevor Penning.
Trev. I like his energy. I like his grit. So I'm curious if he's gonna find that spot right on the line because he was hurt, so he kind of missed his opportunity. I mean, he got on the field because of people being hurt, but I wonder how he's gonna fit in. So, but in terms of just like overall draft picks, I think the ones that we've questioned. People always question the Davenport. People question the Peyton Turner, and I don't think that one's going to work out how we think it is. But I do have a strong feeling that these two will.
I could tell you who is high on Peyton Turner, and that's Cameron Jordan.
Oh, Cameron Jordan high on
Peyton.
He a team player, bro, and he's all about progression. Now, don't get me wrong, like players like Peyton. Some players like they just don't come in and be that guy, but they do develop. Trey Henderson didn't just come in and just be like him. Like he developed. our guy that we all talked about every week at linebacker.
P. Warner.
Yeah, P. Warner was all right. And then the next year, boy, he was everywhere. So, like, we got that type of system where that first year is like, hey, this is how it works. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn. You're going to get better. And then that next year,
you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Whole new season.
Right.
We're going to see.
Right.
Peyton Turner might come back and he might make that noise.
Might tee up, yeah, because like we said, we added depth. So it's not, we don't need you to do it for 60, 80, 95 snaps. We just need you to do it for 35. Correct. And it's going to be obvious passing downs or obvious running down. So, yeah, we mixed it up and did some great things. I feel like we have maybe 6 needs coming into it. Offensive guard, tight end, middle linebacker, D tackle. And we pretty much checked every box except for tight end. And you could say guard, but like we said, Sal DeVary could play guard if need be, or just sub somebody. So we really need some inside the box guys. If we could get a middle linebacker as an undrafted free agent or a NFL free agent, and probably pick up a tight end, being that we traded Adam Troutman.
That's what I really wanted. That's what I wanted.
That would help out because then Taysom wouldn't have to be tight end too.
Yeah,
like all day, every day.
My bad. It looks like Trevor and James Hurst are battling for that left tackle spot.
Hurst, yeah. And both of those guys have gotten snaps.
Yeah,
so
and Hurst
I'm comfortable with either one, whoever win, really.
Yeah, me too.
The thing with Hurst is obviously he's a veteran, right? And it's always nice to kind of have a young guy because like they could just hold that fort, like to get that experience. Like hopefully Trevor becomes like our Ramchick, man, because Ramchick is Hall of Fame worthy.
Yes, bro. He holds it down.
So we'll see. But I did want to tell you, but I guess like Juwan had a good season. Like, so it's like you could trust him. I was hoping that we went and got a nice little tight end weapon. Like that's when I was like, man, I'm the kid in the candy store. I wanted big 6'7" Georgia tight end, boy. I wanted 6'7".
Darnell Washington, bro, me too.
6'7" is crazy, y'all.
That is crazy.
Oh,
6'7" is crazy.
Yeah, that's the next question I was gonna ask y'all before we get off the draft. What are the players y'all was looking for? Like, who did y'all want? Who were some players we didn't draft per se that y'all wanted to kind of see be New Orleans Saints, and who won the overall draft? I know we talked about the first round, but me, I would say Jalen Hyatt. I wanted to see him, but he was taken pretty quickly.
Oh yeah,
Kalijah Kancey for me, dog. It's for sure. I want a Kancey for sure. But I'm good with Brian. I'm good, man. Like it was either one of them, and I'm good. I'm good with both of them. So
I think it was Nolan. Nolan for me. I guess it was like I wanted all the Georgia cats. Nolan. I wanted Washington. I knew that we weren't going for like a skill position.
Yeah,
to be honest, but like, so I'm in my mind, I was locked in on tight ends and D line.
Yeah, same.
And everyone else was just like, "Hey, those are nice players that wish we could get." And secretly in my mind, I did think that we would have a second round, that we were going to make a move for like a receiver, like one of those receivers.
Go up or something. Yeah,
I was like, if they don't go D line, they might try to go receiver. So. But they didn't, and I mean it's fine because you got to trust what we got.
Mm-hmm.
But now I would just say Nolan and Washington were probably like my two that I wanted for sure.
Yeah, I wanted a lot of those guys. And speaking of Georgia, I felt like the way Kelee Ringo fell, I kind of wanted to see him in New Orleans if we were gonna draft a DB. Why not him?
You know who he was this close to getting though? Hendon Hooker, I feel like, dog. He was right there for us to grab it in. What's his name? What's his name? Jumped up and caught him. Was that the Titans?
The Titans got Levis.
They got Will Levis.
They got they did. Yeah. It was the Lions that got him.
Detroit.
Detroit. That's what it was. So yeah, Detroit jumped right as soon as they jumped up, and I knew they needed a quarterback. I said, "Yeah, he's gone."
It's over. Yep. Yeah. But I thought Philly Philly won the whole draft, but a lot of teams won this draft. Obviously we're gonna see how people pan out, but it was a deep draft, but it wasn't like just filled with day one starters. So a lot of these guys who we saw his name get called aren't gonna necessarily just walk into a starting spot on the depth chart. So a lot of teams got better, being that they're gonna have guys who are really talented learning from starting players.
I think
kind of figuring out their role off of that.
I think out of everyone we drafted, realistically, that the one player that's for sure going to get on that field is Brian Bresee. Like he's probably earned his starting spot because our defensive tackles just, we had like Malcolm Roach, right?
Right.
So Breesy's gonna get on that field, and then like
Big O's gone.
People like Foskey are gonna have to they're gonna get a rotation, but it doesn't matter how much because he's gonna have to battle with like Carl Granderson, it's projected that they got him in front of Peyton Turner already. So
yeah. I like the depth. I like how
that's tough. Hey, that's tough.
That's just what it's talking. Like I don't know how it could be wrong, but it seems like that's how it's gonna pan out. Like the other players are kind of gonna come into that developed playing role. Like Six Saldivari. Obviously, he's just gonna get his reps where he can as an O-line, be ready at all times. We talked about the QB. We got Keandre Miller. He's gonna get a lot of tick in the first half of the season. Like that's no doubt. We already preparing. Like I don't even want to talk about it.
It's crazy. They signed them for Eli Ricks.
The Eagles did, yeah.
Yo.
Eagles got greedy. Eagles got greedy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But DeAndre?
We ain't gotta play Philly anyway. We ain't gonna see y'all to the playoffs. So
Eagles got a big greedy will. They over there LSU trying to
Greedy Williams. Oh, okay, yeah.
They're trying to get LSU crazy.
That's what's up. So overall, what would you grade us? A through F. What would you grade our draft?
Woo.
B-.
Yeah, I would say B-. You got to think deep. You can't grade it off of like the players. I think people look at the players we got, and they're not like those name players, right? But we went and got what we needed, and that's what we've done every year. Like nobody would have been like, "Oh, AK," right? And when AK got jiggy, it was like, "Oh my gosh, AK," right? So, we gonna do what we need. We're not looking for no name players. We're out here looking for people to make a difference in our system. So you gotta look at it.
So
getting the best player, it sounds crazy, but getting the best player isn't always the best thing, right? Like
it's not. It's not.
We're gonna see though.
Yeah, I think that was Bill Polian who said they don't draft outliers. So like the Johnny Manziel, the superstar, unless they check every box and have perfect tape, they don't even look at them because there's more downside to the drop off from their expectations than anything. So I like what we did here. And like I said, in the introduction, I really think we set ourselves up to just be as good as we can this year. We didn't go all out. So it's just to be as good as we can this year, build upon that, figure out what direction this team is going to go in and what culture we're going to be a part of, and really set ourselves up for next year's draft, which looks like it's going to be stupid. Stupid.
Quick question before we get off the draft. Kayshon Boutte, where he went?
Patriots.
Okay.
Just talking about.
I hate to see it.
Okay. Hey, good thing for him is he might touch the field because, dude.
They need it, yeah.
Their receivers suck.
I like that. I like that for him. Patriots, I love that for him. Going over there with Bill.
I like Mac Jones being his quarterback. I just don't like that system. They Damian Harris. They ride with Damian Harris, so they're gonna run that route. That's for sure.
Yeah. I figure out why they don't have him on the.
Yes, sir, man.
Saints saying everything. The chat belong to you. The screen belong to you. If you a Saints fan, look, this you.
Welcome.
Yeah. The love below. I like that name too.
Yeah, I like that too. But
love below.
What about the other offseason moves, y'all? I know another big one, of course, A-Rod going to the Jets.
Tough. Actually, it's cool because he
over there. He over there. He
get out the NFC.
Get out the NFC. So that's cool with me. And then you got Odell going to Baltimore.
Just doing what they did in the Brett Favre era. They're going for their veteran QB to try to make a run. And I think it's gonna work out. He went to a team that had more weapons than he did with the Packers. Like the Jets have the receivers, the Jets have two good running backs, if you ask me. And hopefully Breece Hall comes back healthy because dude was toting that ball before he got hurt. He was on path to be Rookie of the Year. But I love that receiving core. The defense obviously showing that they got it. Because they was holding it down when people like Zach Wilson was just gifted defenses. So it's going to be interesting. Like that's a good move for them.
Absolutely. That division is loaded now. There's Miami. There's Buffalo. There's the New York Jets. Yeah, it's stuffed full, bro. There's so much talent, and there are going to be so many Pro Bowlers from those 4 teams. It's ridiculous.
Oh, he said he's not a Saints fan. He a Dolphin. Got a Dolphins.
That's why I got y'all sneaky. I got y'all winning that division. Like,
that division gonna be in the air again.
Buffalo and New York, I think is gonna fall to their expectations. But yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch for sure. What other? Well, Lamar was solidified as the quarterback for the future for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, got the bag. Yeah, that was huge.
Solidified, so he'll be there for the next 4 to 5.
What other big moves, man? Chad, if y'all know any other big moves, y'all go ahead and drop it in the comments, man. But that's pretty much since we didn't talk about everything besides
this team's gifting the Eagles like that.
Oh yeah, everything Philly, all the Phillies moves.
Oh yeah.
They just I don't know what it is, bro. Who in that front office and who owes them? But they be getting boy.
Yeah, they got dirt on somebody.
I'm telling you.
Going on.
Jalen Ramsey,
and they drafted a really good DB.
Yes,
they drafted a cornerback.
Yeah, and what up, Austin, man? Boy, tuned in. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's gonna be probably the best secondary, the best performing secondary. Being that they're gonna play New York Jets twice, they're gonna try to air it out on you. You're gonna play Buffalo twice, they for sure gonna try to air it out on you. So you're gonna have every opportunity in the world to come up with some great, defensive highlights in the air.
Yeah.
Miami is set for success. Keep Tua healthy, and you guys will be in the playoffs. Like, there's no doubt about it.
I think the only ones that were like
that's facts.
The ones that was huge, like you had recently, we talked about A-Rod. I mean, it's not big, but like Adam Trout linking back up with Sean Payton.
SP.
Allen Robinson getting traded to the Steelers. Let's see what he got left in his tank. See what he got, man. He went from being like super lethal with the Jags and then just kind of been trying to find a home, man. Like he's just not getting the love anymore. I don't know. Like he went to the Bears and then that went south. And he went to the Rams and that definitely went south. Like, he would get a lot of tickets, but just not get the targets that people thought he was going to get, or at least that kind of love that people thought he was going to get. Even without Cooper Kupp, he was not getting that rock.
Yeah.
So you don't see that's one. I'm just looking to see if anything else like popped up. Elijah Moore to the Browns.
I'm glad too, Dre Love, man, and it's a lot of them too, man. You're seeing a lot of African Americans getting their bag, man. You got Jalen Hurts getting that bag. Got Lamar. Who's next? There's a lot of them, man. I like them to go get their money. Yeah. So
you want to know a nice?
Yeah, Patty Mahomes.
The Texans also with the offensive line moves because they actually they got Shaq Mason. They went and got Shaq. I'm looking. I didn't even know they had Shaq Mason. So they CJ Stroud can go in with some decent protection. We got Larry Tunsil and Shaq Mason. Those are two good offensive linemen to rock with,
and 1,000-yard rusher behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And Damian Pierce.
Yep.
It's definitely going to be an interesting season, man. Can't wait to jump into it.
The Giants. Oh, the Giants getting their receiving weapon.
Jalen Hyatt, bro. That hurt me because
I was gonna say they got Darren Waller.
Yeah.
But then you add Jalen Hyatt to that, who
speed.
Who got the NIL with Hyatt Hotel. But my man's was, dude, I don't know what he was doing to get behind the defense as much as he was, but oh my goodness. Like every time you see this man catch the ball, bro, he was just wide open, man. Like this man was open. Bama, who else? Us, like everybody.
Zoo lit them up.
Man. Cowboys made moves. We ain't got I'm just looking at stuff. This is stuff that happened in March, man.
Gilmore,
Brandon Cooks, like there's some solid moves that were made, some nice little trades.
Ooh, Cowboys did get Brandon Cooks too, huh?
Yeah. So
Lord have mercy.
Which is it's a really odd move if you ask me, because like I can say it's odd, like it is unique because I thought the receiver core is nice, but they got some. Yeah, they got some weapons.
Everybody's trying to get loaded up right now, man. Everybody.
Yep.
Trying to get that Super Bowl.
Detroit got CJ Gardner-Johnson.
Detroit.
We talked about a few times.
Yeah. Detroit gonna be that team to look out for too, man. Like they already had a good little year last year, but this year coming up, yo, that's another team.
I'm catching the crowd.
They in the AFC. Yeah, I think they in the
Stretch that.
Oh yeah. I had to check this today.
But last but not least, man, want to talk about before we get up off here, y'all, is the recap from the fight. We never got to talk about it on here, so I did want to talk about it with y'all. Did it go how y'all thought it was gonna go?
Exactly. Well, so I said late round. I think I said later than 9, but it went exactly how I thought it would. I watched the entire fight. I was on one. I was feeling good, boy. And it was fun to watch because who I was rooting for seemed to have control of the fight. There was some back and forth moments in that first, probably 2 rounds, but from the third on, it was Tank all day, like every round. But it wasn't a boring, like dominant fight. But it was really entertaining, and it ended up in that body shot. Right when he said he would too. I think he said 6th or 7th round.
Yeah,
knockout. I'm dropping them.
That second round drop though, hey, changed the whole fight. Changed the whole fight right there. Cause I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Ryan Garcia was on him. He was really on him because you seeing Gervonta trying to grab him up. You know, he doing all that grabbing, and then hey, he just waiting for that moment. And there it is. There it is.
Mingo. That was in the 3rd round. I knew it was gonna happen. He was pretty much setting up the left hand the whole fight. Gervonta Davis was.
But he ain't want no smoke, man. That body boy almost shut down.
Look, he said, "Ooh." Little Floyd over there just easy.
Hey, buddy, say so that's Kevin Gates. I'm dead.
Yeah, man. Ryan, I don't think he ever shook back from that. Like the last fight he fought, when he fought Campbell, he shook back and he came and he just dominated Campbell. But shit, you ain't about to do that against Tank Davis, man. That ain't happen. That ain't happening against Tank Davis. So
no, sir.
Hey, he came. I don't know, man.
That body shot was crazy.
The body shot was wild.
It was so. I'm talking about lightning quick, and he was kind of waiting on it. Waiting on funny. he was waiting on it and just let it go from that moment. Couldn't finish the fight, I guess.
No, because he knew when he hit him, he
started backing up.
Ooh, like Gervonta. Gervonta was like, ooh, kind of pointing at him with his glove. Yeah. I like that, man. He got that work.
Yeah,
I want to see Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson next, bro. That's what I really want to see.
That's the next fight. They got to make that one happen.
Or Devin Haney, but Devin Haney in a higher weight class. I want to say.
Yeah, he'd have to come down.
Yeah, he had to come down.
But hopefully around November, December, excuse me. Well, probably around Halloween is when we would like hear about it. 8 weeks before late November, December. Hopefully, we start hearing some rumblings that they setting it up.
Yeah,
Leonard Ellerby, he's about that chicken, so he gonna make it happen.
Oh yeah, you know they gonna make them big fights happen before it's all said and done.
Yep. Floyd gonna get his cut just for.
Just for being there, just for showing his face.
Just for existing.
By showing his face.
Oh, but one more time before we get out of here, y'all got the bunnies again, y'all. If y'all haven't, go get you a bunny. Floyd got it on his head right there. That is the website, bunnies.com. They got kid sizes on there also. So if you haven't yet, go cop y'all one, man. Bunnies.com.
Bunnies.
So.
And then also we have London at drip_drown_MKE. Follow my boy London. He's working hard day by day. He got plenty of drip coming on his story. Whatever you need, he can get his hands on. Holla at him. That's his IG right there. Tap in with him in the DMs, and he can work with you with the prices and all, man. MKE drip or drown. IG is at drip_drown_MKE. Shout out London, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Man, he had to change the IG, man. My man's OG one got hacked, man.
Yeah, man. Old IG got hacked. So run this one up, man. Run this new one up for sure. Because that old one, man, we worked hard on that old one too.
Yeah, he was up.
Oh yeah. He worked hard on that old one. So
get him right, man.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man.
And then last but not least, we had Commodity Brand. That's my boy Brand right there, Jay Floyd. We got it on right here. Go cop if you haven't.
Hey, I'm gonna see my address. Go ahead and send me some prototypes.
You know it.
Okay, I need that next. I really want them shoes though. I gotta get the shoes.
I ain't gonna lie.
Send who that TV.
I want the all black.
Yeah, that's next. I ain't gonna lie. We probably gonna give away that hoodie, Dre, that we talked about, and I was thinking about it. So we might as well, because we done made it already. We might as well throw the little Who Dat TV hoodie in there too. So whoever, because we kind of wanted to celebrate our 10,000th stream, 10,000th unique stream, from individual people. So that's over 50, 60 episodes. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. So we wanted to give something away. We probably do that next time we see y'all.
For sure.
And it'll be that, but yeah, we're gonna talk about it for sure.
Same one right here. Got it. We got it ready for y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all right. Yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna lace you for sure. I'm gonna lace you for sure. We gotta send it.
I see what kid talking about. Y'all got it.
It's the Who Dat TV and the Commodity Brand. That's gonna be on the way. Yeah, send the address.
Y'all know where I'm coming from, man. Nico Valley, man. Stand up, big dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Yes, sir.
Last but not least, that's our link tree right there. You can find all our Facebooks, all our Twitters, our YouTube, and also Twitch on there. And then we also got our sponsors on there too, y'all. So tap into our link tree / Who Dat TV. You'll see everything.
Every way to support is right there.
Right there, man. Link tree. But last but not least, man, I do want to promote my boy again. If y'all haven't, this is his beat in the background that y'all been listening to for the whole pod. If y'all haven't yet, man, go tap in with him. Go follow his IG. Go subscribe on his YouTube. Make It Lovely Live. Hey, he got something on that YouTube. I guarantee you, if you're watching this right, I got someone on the YouTube. That Snooze that he remixed on there by what's her name? Snooze by SZA's. I don't know. SZA, yeah. Man, look, go listen to that on his YouTube right now at Make It Lovely Live. I promise you will not be disappointed.
Crazy vibes,
bro. Crazy vibes. I'm talking about you gonna have you in there like
bopping. Yeah.
Look, I had Raylan's best friend listening to it, Leah. She said, I don't know if I want to be sad or twerk. I said do it both. I said, do it both. Forget it. You can be sad and twerk.
I don't know. Be sad and twerk. What that music hitting?
That's how you know it's
hitting. That's how you know it's hitting for sure.
You got the Drake tears and you're throwing it.
But no, if you haven't already, that is his IG right there. That's his little his brand right there that y'all seeing with the heart, and then his YouTube. So please go support Dre Love, man. Appreciate you, Dre Love.
So straight heat.
Yes, sir. But that's it, y'all. Hey, we'll be back with y'all around when we get with. We got training camps coming up that we can get into. Hopefully we get this hopefully with this Hard Knocks. We get this Hard Knocks, we're gonna have a lot more coming for y'all for sure.
Crazy content. Buku.
But regardless if we're not on Hard Knocks or not, we coming y'all way with Who That TV, y'all. So y'all stay tuned with us. And then when the season pops off, hey, it's lit. We back at it week by week.
Yeah.
Hey,
all
love and Who That, man. Let's go.
Who that?
Drop that break, man.
Appreciate it.
Make yourself famous.